Mets decide to make a major change following an embarrassing series sweep at the hands of the Cubs, and the team has announced that Carlos Mendoza is out.
Mendoza's first season was magical, leading the team to the 2024 NLCS, just 2 wins away from the World Series. But that magic didn't last. The Mets followed that surprise run with 2 disappointing seasons, and now a 6-game losing streak proved to be the final straw, ending Mendoza's tenure with a 206-199 record.
All right, we have team coverage. Doug Williams spoke to fans. Well, let's start with Steve Overmyer, who heard from the front office and players about the firing. Steve.
Yeah, Dick, Jessica, it does seem kind of hard to believe it was just 2 years ago that the Mets were in the NLCS, and Carlos Mendoza was the man who led them there, but now he's the one that's out of a job. And I really think that this all started. There are some times where a manager getting relieved of his duties is a surprise, and sometimes where we've kind of seen it coming for months. And the slow start to the season, the horrendous April that the Mets had, was only kind of amplified by what happened this past week and getting swept by the Cubs. And I think the organization at that point had just decided that they'd seen enough. So the New York Mets have relieved Carlos Mendoza of his duties midway through a season that never really got off the ground. For the past 2 months, the Mets have been trying to convince us that the team is going to turn a corner. It just never did. In fact, they've gotten worse. So today, David Stearns made the move that front offices make when they believe a message is no longer being seen or heard through the clubhouse.
Responsibility, in the best of my ability and the best of my judgment, to lead the organization. That includes making difficult decisions. It includes making change when change is needed. In my estimation, our estimation, change is needed right now.
Did you talk to Mendy, and what did he say to you?
I've talked to him. He apologized for not helping us win as much. But at the end of the day, this is not on him. It's more on us, the players, that we didn't perform to our capabilities.
All right, so the Mets will be turning to a new voice tonight. Andy Green moves in from the player development side and will be the interim manager for the remainder of the season. Whether this is something that is just changing the voice in the clubhouse or something that changes the season, I guess we'll get our first glimpse of that in just a couple of hours. But I'm sure that the fan base has been very opinionated about this. And I know Doug Williams spoke with a couple of them, and Doug, I can't imagine the fans are quiet about this today.
No, and how could they be, Steve, considering the fact that the Mets have had 5 managers in 7 years, the longest lasting of the bunch, Carlos Mendoza, at 2.5 seasons. So for Mets fans, it's sort of a conflict of emotions. They want to win, but they also know that continuity and consistency is key.
I've seen the highs and the lows, but most of the time I've seen the lows.
When billionaire Steve Cohen bought the Mets in 2020, there was promise, a new era, a big payroll with star players. But Mets fans may be starting to wonder how much any of that actually matters.
Didn't he say World Series in 5 years? We're going to win a World Series in 5 years or something like that? So, I mean, it hasn't hit there yet, but I mean, I didn't think we'd be bottom of the NL East and barely scraping the bottom of the barrel for wins anywhere.
In the midst of their current 6-game losing streak, Mets fans could be heard chanting Pete Alonso's name, the franchise leader in home runs, who the Mets opted not to re-sign this past offseason. Fan anger seemingly directed at the man in charge of building the roster, general manager David Stearns, who still has his job, and not Carlos Mendoza, now out of one.
Do you think it should have been Stearns who took the fall for the disappointing season?
Yeah. What's going on right now is not his fault. You can put the blame on David Stearns for putting this crummy roster together.
It was obvious someone was going to have to pay the price. I mean, Stearns I thought would have gone first, but Mendoza was the easiest fire.
And one fan described it to me, guys, as too much change at one time. You guys may be aware of this, but Mets fans love nothing they love more than when you compare their team to the Yankees. So let's give it a shot. If Stearns is, in fact, the next to go within the Mets organization, the Mets would then be on their 4th general manager and 6th manager since 2019. The Yankees, during that span, 1 GM and 1 manager. And the funny thing is, of course, there are Yankee fans on talk radio who who want them both replaced. It's like these two fan bases just need to talk to each other to learn the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Jessica and Dick will send things back to you.
I don't know. I think the grass is greener on the Yankees
Yeah,
side.
I think it is. It's a little more well-watered.
Maybe.
Thank you, Doug.
All right. He's silent treatment on that one.
I like pleading the fifth. We have much more on the firing of Mendoza on our website. If you want to watch David Stern's full press conference, just head over to cbsnewyork.com.